and welcome to On My Marc Gaming. Now, this video is going to be slightly different than most of the others. This is primarily a gaming channel, but just because I really like the Life is Strange series, and I've already said that I was going to do this, but I've been into Paracord recently, so I figure I can make Rachel's bracelet out of paracord. Now, honestly, the bracelet looks like it's bone and wood or leather or something like that. So it's not going to be exact, but I'm going to do the best I can with paracord. And I will also be doing a giveaway of this bracelet when I'm done with it. So, yeah. In this video, I'll basically show you me making Rachel's bracelet, and then I'll show you the finished thing. And honestly, there is nothing on the internet about Rachel's bracelet. The one really good reference that I could use was someone's picture on DeviantArt, which I will show you. Here's the picture, and I will show you, or I'll put the link to their DeviantArt in the description. But this bracelet is what I'm using for the reference of me making my bracelet out of paracord. And there's really no tutorials for a paracord bracelet of this style, so I just had to watch several different tutorials of similar things and sort of mix my own style into it. So, yeah, I think that's about it for the introduction. Let's get into the video. Okay, so for the tools I'll be using, I got this little jig here, which honestly I haven't used that much. I prefer to just work without the jig with my own hands. But for this one, I feel I'm gonna need the jig. And the reason why it took so long is because I had to wait to special order this color of paracord because I couldn't find it in any of the local shops. So I found it at paracordgalaxy.com. I'll put the link for that in the description. And it is dark maroon. I had to wait for that to come in the mail. And then, honestly, I couldn't ever tell if it was white or like a teal blue for the other side. I'm pretty sure it's a white, but in the reference picture it looks blue, so I'm going to be using this kind of shiny teal blue for that part. And then for the core, I'm just going to be using black. And all of this paracord is 550, if you know what that is. If not, then, well, it's the basic size. It's 7-strand core, 550 paracord. And then, of course, a lighter to singe the ends, scissors to cut it off where I need it to be, and I have a fid somewhere around here, but I'm not even sure if I'll use it. So, yeah. I will also... the reference shows it being a, just tied off, but for this one, I'm going to be using just a standard 1/2-inch buckle. Alright, so for the core, I'm using a 6-strand double cow's hitch, and I will link the tutorial that I used. You can see there's 6... Oh, you might be able to see that. There's 6 different strings going through here, just so that I can get the width of Rachel's bracelet. But, the tutorial I used is 6-strand double cow's hitch buckle core tutorial from the Weavers of Eternity Paracord tutorials. I'll leave the link for that in the description and a card up in the corner here somewhere. But yeah, I'm not actually going to show me making this. If you want to figure out how I made this, I just followed his tutorial exactly. Just go there, check it out if you feel like making one of your own. Okay, so I'm not quite sure how much cord I used for the core. I just sort of got a bunch of it at random, and I actually ended up with about 4 feet extra than I needed. So I got way too much to start with when I made the core. But for the two main colors, I used a little over 6 feet, something sort of like 6 feet 2 to 3 inches of each color, and then I fused them together right at the end. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place it behind the bracelet like this, and then we'll start. Okay, so to start out with, I'm just going to do just a simple Solomon just to get it stationary, or like just put into place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one side, I don't guess it really matters which side, and run it over the top, but leave a little bit of a loop there. Bring it all the way over. Take the other side, bring all of it over top of this piece, run it behind it, and up through that loop there, and then pull it all through. And then just try to pull it as tight as you can and keep that part where they're fused together in the back. Now, I've tried, when I first started thinking about this idea, I tried making like a prototype, as you can see here, out of blue and purple, because I didn't want to use colors that I was going to use, because I didn't want to run out of paracord. And I ran into a problem, which was these cores want to bunch up. So if you have something like a bobby pin, that would probably be preferable, but I don't, so I'm going to use some paper clips just to try to hold their shape, but we're not actually going to weave the paper clips in. We're going to take them out as it gets to that point. But that's just so that they stay flat and don't bunch up, because I seem to have that problem on the last one that I tried. Alright, so let me see here. I need to figure out how to get this back over here. I don't want to completely mess up the way the back looks, even though the back's going to be against you. But what you're going to want to do is separate one of these cords and then just bring the brown through. And the way I did it was, I think it's called a Genoa or something like that, but I'm going to be doing this one slightly different. The way that I originally did it was you would bring it around like that and then bring it through that. But the way I'm going to do this one, in order to keep that solid look, is I'm just going to wrap it around the cord itself, and I'm going to do about 7 times. So there's 2, that's 3. As you may or may not be able to see there, the lighting isn't really that good, I apologize. 4, five, yeah, take that out and put it over here with these. Six, and one more, but on the 7th one, just to sort of lock it in place, you want to take it through that loop that you just created. But be sure to hold it tight so that the rest of it doesn't come unraveled. And just sort of cinch it upwards like that. And now for the other side, you're basically going to do the same thing, but you're going to do it around all 5 of the other strands. So there's 1, and I'm going to try to, crap, don't want to mess that one up. It's already starting to mess up. Jeez. Alright. Let me just redo this all together, because I've done fucked up. Okay. Somehow it ended up coming back through it, and I lost a loop there. So like I said, I'm just getting into Paracord. I'm not one of these Paracord masters that you'll find on YouTube. But I figure this is pretty advanced for someone of my skill level, but I can still try my best. That's the best we all can do, is just give our best. Alright. So then we'll bring it around here again. And you can see how it's already wanting to bunch up a little bit. And that shortens it out. Honestly, it might help give that flat look if you were to core the this part. Like if you were going to take out the white strings in the middle, but I really didn't feel that was necessary. I want to keep it a uniform size all the way across. So let's see, there's 4. Five. You can see what I was talking about it trying to bunch up there. 6. And 7. Now, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. How does I keep... Somehow I keep losing a loop on this one. Alright, well I have 7 there, but I'm going to do an 8th. And bring that through there, like I'm trying to do on the other side. Go ahead and take that out, because it keeps messing up. Alright. So, there's your 7 on that side. And I am going to go ahead and do another one on this side, because I keep losing one. So I'm going to see if I can do 8. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that makes 6. But I was wrapping it 7 times, so I'll wrap it 7, and then one more for 8, and then go around it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then that's tied on the 7. But I went around it 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. And this is the 8th. So I'll tie it on the 8th. And that should give me 7. Somehow. Don't ask how math works. I don't know. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But then that one gives me 8. So somehow I can't math. I can't count. The last one did not give me this much trouble, but like I said, the way that I did the last one, it ended up looking a little wonky. And, yeah. I figured it would be better just to wrap it to keep that, sort of solid looking piece like this, as opposed to like that, because that honestly kind of looks like crap. I can still see the core through it. It's not a solid piece, and then it has this little outside loop that I didn't want. So I just wrap these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It either ends up being 6 or 8. I don't understand. I can't get 7, but whatever. It's even, and that's really all that matters, I guess. So now I'll show you how to flip the sides on it. Okay, so to switch sides, all you're going to do is just a basic Solomon. So you're going to want to bring this over here, kind of like we did at the top. Bring that under it, under the core, and up through that loop. And pull it all through, and just tighten it and cinch it up. And try to keep those two together so they don't create a bulge right there. You just want to keep it in. And then all you do is you basically switch. So you take this single one by itself, come up through it, and do the same thing that you did over on this side. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then tie it off on this 8th one. Just up through that loop, the same way we did the last one. And then that should scoot itself up as you're cinching it. But if not, just sort of push it up yourself. And then on this side, come under, right up to the brown, or dark maroon, and just loop back around. Let's see here. There's 2. Yeah, these don't really work that well. Like I said, if you had a bobby pin or something like that, you could just loop right around it, leaving it in between 2, and then when you were done with your section, just pull it out and cinch it up. But you could literally weave right around it. And see, these are wanting to bunch up, which isn't making it as long as it should be. But you make the best of what you got. Let's see if I can sort of flatten these back out here. There we go. Yeah, but then as soon as I bring them back up here, they want to go back. Hold on. Let me see if that'll help it any. Seems to have helped it a little bit. Alright, so we got 4. 5. 6. 7, and it's trying to bunch back up. And then
tie it off on this 8th one. Same as the last. Well, that didn't. You kind of want your tied end to be over on the outside edge, not on the inside. So if you can work it over there, try to do that. And then cross it again. Same way you did up there, just another Solomon. Bring it over, bring this under, around, and through the loop. And just tighten it up and cinch it up the best you can. And you can see me trying to flatten this out. Alright, I'm gonna keep going, and I'll put the rest of this on a time lapse so you can see me continue to work it, and I'll come back when I'm ready to tie it off. Okay, so as you may or may not have seen, I kind of started running out of space. I could probably do one more, but I ended up tying it off one loop early than the rest of them. Actually, I probably could do one more, but I'm just going to go ahead and tie it off and end it up here. And this, what you're going to do is the same thing you've been doing, just a single Solomon all the way throughout. Keep doing the same thing. Make sure you get it below that little loop there. And then try to scoot it down and do one more. Just to make sure it's all tied up, and pull it as tight as you can. Alright. And then from there, you just want to snip and singe the ends, which, just in case you're not sure how to go about doing that, what I normally do, I just take the scissors, come not all the way to the edge, but like just a little bit away from it, and cut it off. Kind of flatten it out just a bit. And then just do like that right there. And then it's all set in place and it shouldn't come undone. Let's get this other one here. Yeah, that one actually might be a little too low, but I think it should be good. Yeah. When I fluff it out like that, it covers up the edge, so just sort of melt it just a bit, and then, yeah, that got it pretty good. And there you have it. I'm sure the colors aren't really coming out that well, but yeah. That's my interpretation of Rachel Amber's bracelet from Life is Strange. Let's see. I made it 8 inches, which should fit. It's a little awkward trying to fit it on yourself. But yeah. Fits pretty nicely. Alright. So, as for the giveaway, there's only a couple rules. One, obviously, be subscribed to the channel. 2, share this video, like it, and leave a comment saying what your favorite part of the Life is Strange series was. And I will pick one of the people, and yeah, I'll DM you or get in contact with you somehow. Whoever I pick, I will comment on your comment and ask you for your information, or I will direct you to my Facebook, and then I will tell you, like, you can send me a direct message on Facebook once I pick the winner, and I'll get your contact information somehow, and then I'll ship it out. But there you have it. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, like this video to enter the contest, share this video on Facebook, Twitter, wherever. I will be tweeting out about this when it's up, so you could just retweet my tweet. However you want to do it, just, yeah. Alright, see you guys later. Stop.